Hi, this is Darlington from Darlington Academy, and in today's video, I am going to share with you guys how to make a budget for beginners. What exactly is a budget? A budget is a plan that helps you manage your money. In the previous video, Tony talked about the reasons why you should make a budget. So if you haven't watched that particular video, you can find it in the description area below. But in today's video, we will focus exactly on how to make a budget for beginners. And for us to be able to make this budget, we are going to use the budget planner. You can make your budget in two ways. You can make it either offline or you can make it online. Once we start the practice section, I will share with you guys a couple examples of budget planners you can get off Amazon. And if you're interested, I will leave a link in the description area below that you can actually use to get the exact ones you are looking for. But for today's video, we're going to do a demo with the online planner. The steps to make a budget include: number one, you are going to list your incomes, or your income rather, your savings and your expenses. Then secondly, once you're able to input all of this, you're going to review your results. And then thirdly, we are going to review the next steps to see if we are saving more or spending more. Without wasting time, let's dive in and practice on a free budget planner tool on the Canada website. So the first thing you do is, if you're using this online tool on the Canada website to create a budget, the only difference is, while an offline budget planner requires you to monitor and make the necessary changes needed, an online budget planner gives you tips and guidelines and help you figure out your next step with suggestions, right? That's kind of the difference. Offline, you're going to make those decisions yourself. Online is going to give you suggestions. So cic.gc.ca, you are going to choose English or French, whatever works for you. Excuse me. Then on menu, you go all the way down to money and finances, and then managing your money. Then you can see here budget planner. You click on that. So for this particular demo, we're going to use this free tool, the budget planner free tool. So we're going to start my budget. So we click on that. If you want to read some of these features down here, I'll take a talk, then feel free to do that. So we are going to click on start my budget. Once you click on that, you are going to personalize your budget. So here it says create a budget that suits your needs by selecting the answers that best reflect your situation. So your life situation, in the drop down menu you can choose. So for this demo, I'm going to use single. Your age range, you choose where your age falls under. Your work experience, if you're working full-time or you're self-employed, you do that. So for this demo, we're going to use full-time. Your home, are you renting or you own your home? So I'm going to use renting for the demo. And then finally, what is your primary goal? So are you trying to make sure you're on track with your income and expenses, or you want to save more money, cut off my expenses? You choose. So, or you want to create your first budget. So for this demo, I'm going to say save more money, and then you click on what? Start. So right here we have the income column, we have the savings column, we have the expenses column, and below here is going to show you how much you're bringing on income, down here how much you're saving, and then down here is going to be your expenses, and then over here is going to be the calculation we are going to get after we input the numbers needed, right? So I'm going to pause this video so I can fill out the numbers and walk you guys through on what to do next. So like I said, if you are planning on using the offline budget planner, so these are kind of the examples. Like I said, I will leave this link in the description area below. So if you want that, you can follow the link to go to Amazon, or you can just go to Amazon and pick it up, right? So as you can see here, this is just something I filled out, a demo, just to help you guys understand how this actually works. So for the income column, I'm going to drop it down. You can see here you have your net income, how much you make in 2 weeks, right? Based on how often you're paid. And this arrow tells you what net income means, which is amount you receive after deductions are taken off, right? So after your gross income, then what you get is your net income. Then the next thing is your spouse or partner's income, meaning if you're married, you put that as well. That is going to be part of the income coming in. Employment insurance, rental property income. That is if you have a rental property, public pension, employer pension, everything here. So if any of these, you get money extra as an income, you put the number in here. So for this demo, I just use an income based on a normal job, right? Then the next thing is your savings. So for your savings, this is an emergency fund. So if you hover around this question mark, it says an emergency fund is money you set aside to pay for unexpected expenses, right? And the fund should be enough for you to live on for 3 to 6 months. Super important to remember that. So for this demo, I am using an emergency fund of $500 a month. So if you have a retirement plan savings like RRSP, you can use that, or the RESP, which is the savings for kids. Then you can input those numbers here as well. And if you're saving for a home, you put your number. For this demo, I used 500. If you're saving for a car purchase, you do the same thing. Then your income tax, which is the amount you get every year from the government, right? Every time you file your taxes, some people get returns on income. That comes under your savings column as well. So, and if you have extra things you want to add, you can see this button here. I just said starting a business, so savings of 500 as well, right? So you can add extra if what you want to input isn't here. So let's go to the expenses column. So for the expenses column, you have debt repayment. So for the debt repayment, we are talking about credit card, line of credit, personal loans, student loans. If you have all these fees, you are going to put it on this debt, the expense column for debt repayment, because this is money leaving your pocket. That's an expense, right? Then you do the same for housing. For this demo, I use rather $1,150 for rent. For debt repayment, I used line of credit 120 and personal loan 100. So if you have a credit card fee that you pay on a monthly basis, you are going to put that number there, and student loan as well. So you do the same for communication, your phone bill. Do the same for food, how much you buy food for groceries, and if you eat out, you put those numbers in there as well. If you have insurance, life insurance or medical or dental, or if your work is covering that for you, some work environment can cover 80%, some do 50%. So if you have like an annual amount or monthly amount, this is where you're going to put that number in under insurance. Then for transportation, this is where your car loan falls under, your car insurance, the gas you put in your car maintenance, car licensing and registration. All these things are expenses that you incur on a monthly basis, right? And when overlooked, they can increase over time, right? So This is just an average number of someone who is just making like around 3,000 to 4,000 monthly, right? Based on the number we have here, 3,575. So for transportation, you put those numbers, and then if you have kids, you put the numbers as well. Same with education. If you are still in school and you're buying textbooks, and personal care, recreation. So for recreation could be like vacation. So if you are saving for vacation, that also falls under an expense, because it is something that you're going to be spending at some point, right? Within how often you want to travel, if it's monthly or yearly. So club memberships, and you look down and add the numbers that are needed for those columns. So you do the same for your personal care, do the same for clothing, and the same for medical, pets, and then normal fees like your bank fees in a month. So this is more like a detailed breakdown of expense column based on this free tool that we are using. So if you are trying to do your budget on the offline budget planner, this could be a good resource for you to use to update it. If you don't really have the right columns in there, you can take an example from this video and add the numbers you want on your offline budget planner. So once you do that for the expense column, you are going to close that down. So now it's telling us that our income for the year or for the month was 3,575. And based on our savings amounted to 1,708, and our expenses amounted to 2,624. So, but it's in a minus. That means we are spending more than we make, right? That means you're spending more money than you're making. And this is what a budget planner helps you figure out. So the big question you should ask yourself now is, if you're spending more money than you're making, where exactly is that money coming from? That is when we kind of as in request for credit cards, and you dip more as in hand into your line of credit and credit cards, and request for more credit and more credit and more credit. This is what happens when you don't have an effective budget planner that kind of as in gives you a clear picture of where your money comes from, how much you're keeping, and how much you're saving. So the good thing I love about this free tool is, once you do that, you can go to results. It gives you like a breakdown in a chart. And also, once you go to the next step, it is going to show you the tips you can use to improve your budget, right? So you can do a financial goal plan. So I'm looking into these videos. If it's something good, then I'm going to make further videos to explain this. And then if you want to use this free tool, all you have to do is you click on here and then save it. It's going to provide you with a key. That key you can use to log in and review your budget planner or the budget plan you've created whenever you want. I hope this kind of as in help someone who is looking for a way to take charge of their personal finance. I hope this video helps you out there. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys for watching, and bye for now.